Alright everyone, welcome back to another stream this week. I have everything once again pulled up. It just takes about 30 minutes for me to find everything because everything is all over my computer screen. Alright. Sorry, chair again. I believe everything is set up. Everything looks good, feels good. Alright. So, sorry about the very long wait. It's been a tad bit crazy today, but welcome back to another stream at the Gaming Roundtable this week. I'm going to turn this down.
Wow.
But yeah, welcome back to another stream at the Gaming Roundtable this week. I know I'm kind of all over the place. I have a lot of stuff to do. So, I know coming into this, I apologize in advance, and I know I've been doing this a lot, but college is kind of kicking my butt right now. Stream might end a little bit early today. I won't try to make it too long, but unfortunately it might be like an hour. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get with the Archon quest after the event missions, and then kind of go from there as to what we want to do. But this is the new event right here, the Rolling Crossfire event. We'll go, and I believe all the sections are open. We have to walk. Oh, man, that stinks. Alright. Okay, I will say though, there is some good news, and it is awesome good news. Once we get there, I'll show you. It's taking its sweet time. That's for certain. Well, this is fun. Oh my goodness, it really is taking its sweet time. I know we're going to Fontaine from Liyue, but I don't think it would be this bad. Alright, let's... Oh gosh, it's 400 meters away. Well, this will be fun. Sorry. Going back to the good news, I did, because like I said, yesterday was my birthday, so... It doesn't like spill over today, but my family has like it's almost like a birthday weekend kind of thing. So, you know, obviously we're not doing like too much today, but we went out and I did a little bit of book shopping because I love books. For those who don't know, I'm really crazy into books. Reading is one of it's not like my favorite pastime, but if you give me a book, I'm not gonna complain and like throw it back at you. And for those wondering what types of books, it is mangas. I read a lot of for those who know, rom-coms. I'm a sucker for anything that includes romance and comedy, unfortunately. But yeah, kind of continuing on from that. After we got done there, I went to a computer store, and for those who know how exactly this works, I can scroll now because I got a new mouse, which is fantastic. And it's honestly, it's an upgrade too, so it makes it even better. So I can do a lot more things with it, and there's a lot more, once again, for those who know a bit more about computer parts, I don't know too much about it, but it's called, like, DPI, which means, like, this is me normally shaking on, like, not the normal setting, but, like, the setting I'm using now. This is it, and then if I click it, I can... I'm doing the same movement, it just moves a lot faster, and then if I click it, I think this is the max. Yeah. Like, this is literally save movement, and we're moving, like, 2 times what we were before. And it's even more noticeable of going from this, and then changing it back to the slowest of this. Oh, nope, sorry. That's the highest. My bad. Okay, so that's the highest, and then if I swap it... You can kind of notice the difference. It feels really good now because I have like a ton of settings on here that I haven't messed with. And, even more fun fact, it's actually wireless. Which makes me very happy because I don't hate wires, but the wires are kind of... The amount that I have is a bit insane, so I'm trying to cut down on the amount of wire space in my computer. But going back into the event. Hello, friends. Great way to start a conversation. What business do the guards have with us? Why don't you take a guess? Oh, hold on. Sorry, oh my goodness, that was... I'm kind of, like, hurting from that. I just sneezed really hard, and that was... Yeah, sorry, that hurt really bad. Okay. Sorry, going back, why didn't you take a guess? Is this about flying around the city and scaling its walls? Yeah, that's not a good thing. Is this about me practicing swordplay in the city? That's also not a good thing. Jeez Louise. Does a traveler think about anything? Goodness. Ah, so you've done that too, have you? Hang on, let me add it to the list of charges. Listen, if you add it to the list of charges, we may or may not be in prison 20 different times. Wait, you're trying to trick us? Yeah, Paimon, you just realized that? No, I'm not joking. Introductions are in order, I suppose. I'm Chinyi, and this is my superior, Fregis? My senior comes up with a new invention that needs testing. Would the two of you be interested in helping? A new invention? What sort of thing is it? A remote-controlled cannon. Explosives? Count me in. I'm down. Let's do this. As you can see, earlier turret models require an operator nearby, in which case an enemy just needs to aim at the cannon to get rid of both. But if such weapons can be controlled remotely, that way we can minimize casualties. You invented it so easily, too. I mean, that's why they call you the guard who rejected the Fontaine Research Institute's invitation 3 times. That's not a nickname. I don't know what that is, but it's not a nickname. If anything, it's a long name. Don't do that. Well... Exactly. Let me tell you. They had their eyes on him, alright? They would have paid out the nose to have him do high-end research for him. But he stayed all this time because he loves his work. Ah, such a moving sentiment. Even so, he could not bear to let his talents go to waste, and so he creates new inventions from time to time to help out with our work. Sounds awesome. You flatter me, Chinyi. Do you still remember what I said before? The smarter you are, the more important it is to be humble. Yes, sir. In any case, I'd like the two of you to help us verify the feasibility of this remote-controlled cannon. We've already prepped the field and the targets, and rest assured that you'll be well paid. In that case, you've come to the right adventurers. The two of us have seen all sorts of stuff during our travels. We can help you figure out if your invention's good to go or not. Nice. In that case, good luck all. Well, this way, if you would. In Rolling Crossfire challenges, you need to use a remote-controlled cannon to fire at slimes. The more slimes you defeat within the time limit, the higher your test score will be. Larger slimes are harder to defeat, but award more points once felled. Alright, I'm going to talk to both of these, because they have some pretty funny little talks or interactions. What do you think of Fregis' remote cannon? It's pretty good. It's a rather novel experience, alright. I mean, true. Both are interesting. Good. That's good. You don't sound so excited. Sorry. I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I knew what the device would look like the moment I looked upon the blueprints. Fregis is the one doing the hard work, and it doesn't look hard. I see that he looks nervous, even though this is no big deal. There's no great risk of an accident occurring. Playing the part of a genius is pretty tiring, don't you think? What are you getting at? That he isn't a real genius. If I had to guess, he's just an ordinary person with a more active mind and ideas than usual. It was drunk boasting, you know? You know, the whole rejecting the Fontaine Research Institute's offer 3 times business? He's been putting in the work to protect that lie since. Alright. Please keep it a secret for me. I reckon he doesn't think I've noticed. And how did you find out? Probably because I really have rejected them myself, I guess. Ooh. Dang. I'm somewhat aware of their standards. As for Fregis, he's a decent ways off from making the cut. Oh my gosh. So you're playing along with his act, then? You could say so. Specifically, I play the role of the ignorant newcomer, asking him all manners of questions. And sometimes I'll ask him something particularly difficult on purpose, and looking at him expectantly, at which he will try his best to hide his embarrassment. Then I accidentally give him hints, and he will turn about and cough, pretending that he knew all along. This whole process is quite fun, which is why I don't intend to expose him. Seeing him run around being busy is one of my favorite hobbies these days. Looks like this show will go on. I imagine it will for a long time, in fact. As long as I don't tell him, he won't be able to tell. He even thinks that the newcomers party was for the first time we met, but it was a long time before that. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Okay, I think... Nope, hold on. Up a little bit more. Apologies. Trying to find the sweet spot again, because it always seems to change. He's so very inobservant, I'm sure he doesn't remember, or perhaps doesn't care, who he blocked the bullet for that day. Oh. Oh my. We'll listen to his story. That's where that whole bullet thing's come from. Just give me a second. So how are the experiments going? Not bad, we're having fun. Phew, glad to hear it. Do even geniuses worry about their experiments? I thought you had confidence. I'm sure it would be nice if I really were a genius. To be honest, I'm just an ordinary fellow who's lived an ordinary life for 30 years. There's nothing special about me. I would have been more enthusiastic just a few years ago, but I was shot while rescuing hostages, and as a result, I often wake up in pain at night, so I ended up like this. He was shot and took a bullet for someone, like a certain somebody just talked about, and that he doesn't know who he took a bullet for. Gunshot wounds tend to be very troublesome like that. Fortunately, all the hostages were saved. That was one of the few highlights of my life. Why does Chin Yi call you a genius then? Oh, about that. I took her and the other newbies out for a party when she first joined, and I may have bragged about my abilities too much while being drunk. All that rejected the Institute 3 times business? It was I, in truth, who was rejected. I'm no genius, just a normal person who dabbles in little gadgets. I didn't expect them all to believe me, and since our patrol work isn't all that interesting, they always pester me with questions when they get bored. As such, I've been forced to continue this charade. That said, while my work is nothing compared to the Institute's advanced research, I've constructed quite a few small, useful inventions. Of course, I make them out of pocket, but I keep those greenhorns in the dark by saying that they're funded by the higher-ups, which makes them sound more cool. Please keep my secret if you don't mind. This will fall through one day, I know. Yes, I'm aware, but I imagine their curiosity is limited. In fact, many people have lost interest. Only Chinyi remains. Once she gets too bored, I shan't have to continue. I'm sure it'll make me feel a little better, and a little disappointed all at once. Such is base humanity, I suppose. Yeah. So, like I kind of said, that's a, for simply being, like, an event and having literally, like, 5 minutes of dialogue, that was a lot. Alright, let's get through all these, because I believe they're all unlocked. Yep, they are awesome. That makes life easy. In Rolling Crossfire challenges, you must use a remote-controlled cannon to fire at slimes. The more slimes you defeat within the time limit, the higher your test score will be. Larger slimes are harder to defeat, but award more points once felled. The cannon will face along the axis, linking your character and the cannon. You can adjust the turret's aim by moving your character. Press the fire button to control the cannon remotely, causing it to fire the shell currently loaded into the direction it is aiming. After firing, the cannon will immediately load one of the 3 random elemental shell types: Electro, Pyro, Cryo. That was so bad. Oh my goodness. Look at the color of the aiming line to see which type of shell has been loaded. That didn't work. Other elemental shells hit different slimes that do corresponding elemental damage and trigger special effects. Operation Overload causes an explosion sending nearby enemies flying. Frigid Frost deals cryo and physical damage over a wide area, decreasing all elemental resistance for opponents in the area. Aggressive Ablation greatly enhances its attack, increasing its AoE and dealing additional physical damage. Hitting slimes of the same elemental type as the shell will have no effect due to immunity. The turret will charge up over time. Once it has accumulated enough energy, you can approach the turret and consume the energy to fire off a powerful piercing shell. The turret can short energy for up to 2 such piercing shells. Oh my goodness, we are still going. This test adds the mechanical device known as the Unending Firepower, which can be used to support the turret test. After Unending Firepower is struck by any shell, the turret will switch to continuously firing special shells that deal physical damage to opponent, lasting for 6 seconds. If the device is not hit within a certain period of time, it'll disappear. There we go. See, as you can see, as we're moving, it's kind of moving alongside us. And then we got There we go. And then explosion. Oh, yeah, so see, like, this one's going to be essentially do no damage. But this will. And we can do a charge-up shot here to go through all of them. Let's do that. Nice, I was wondering... Hold on, gotta do that. There you go. I think we back up and do that. That's what I was wondering, because they get blasted off the edge. Let's do through, honestly. Darn it, I thought it would, like, get blasted, but I guess not. Oh my, this is not working well. I don't think the point ceiling is very high, so I think we'll be fine. It's just, I really wish we were doing more damage right now. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's shoot this one at the back. Yep. Piercing here. Singular one here. Single. Multi-damage, there you go. Or not multi, but physical. I didn't even know you could sprint in this game mode. I have not used the sprint thing once. That doesn't help. I mean, yeah, I think we'll be fine with points. It's just kind of... Yeah. Sorry for the focus and the quiet. It's just... I don't know. I just want to make sure we get it done. Like I said before with a lot of the other events, the event is fun. It's just... I don't know. I feel like I don't know, maybe it's the levels are too long. You felt like that it just goes on for a really long time. Stress tests are time-limited challenges. During such tests, slimes will constantly move towards a withdrawal line. Once the slime reaches the withdrawal line, it will immediately retreat and not add to your test score. Seize the moment and defeat as many of them as possible before they withdraw. This test adds the mechanical device known as the loaded field, which can be used to support the turret test. After a loaded field is struck by any shell, it will create a hazardous zone that continually pulls nearby slimes in and deals physical damage to them. If the device is not activated a certain period of time, it'll disappear. Alright, well, now we wait and just wait for the round to start. This one? That's what I was wondering, if it would destroy them all. And that basically ricochets them all away. That's awesome. Oh, well. That's it. I know that small slime's just gonna get through, unfortunately. Oops, I did not mean to completely obliterate that one. Oh, darn it, hit the... There you go. And I do love it, though, how if you actually boop them over the line, it's fine. Okay, darn it, I didn't hit in time. But yeah, as long as you, like, hit it over the line, it's perfectly fine. So, like, I can hit them, and they'll, like, go over this line, but they'll still technically count as a score, even though it technically did go over it. It's, like, a weird concept, truthfully. This, like this? There you go. There we go. Like that. You can see it kind of just flew over. Oh, that did not work. Boom. Oh, there you go. Look at that. That was some nice points there. Let's see, can we do this and then blast them all? We could have just didn't do much, honestly. Another ice one. I think we got it? Oh yeah, because I think like the max was like, or the most you needed was like 6,000, which we're at 7,000, so I think we're fine. Nah, let's do all of them first before claiming all the rewards. This test adds a mechanical device known as the Solid Strike, which can be used to support the turret test. Solid strikes are divided into electro, pyro, and cryo types. After a solid strike is hit by any shell, it'll immediately defeat all slimes of that same elemental type on the field. If this device is not hit within a certain time period, it'll disappear. This test adds a mechanical device known as a simulated obstacle. It can be used for support the turret test. Piercing shells can destroy this device. Simulated obstacles can block all shells other than piercing shells. So it's just an obstacle. They just added an obstacle and a way to destroy all types of enemy at once. Sorry, I was drinking water, but honestly I'm not too worried. Because, yeah, there you go. Fire. Oh, hold on. Oh, move out of the way. And this isn't one of the ones where it's like the withdrawal line. They'll just kind of stay where they're at. Which is nice, I guess, because you can just take your nice, sweet time with it. Can we hit it? There. Nope. There you go. Oh, they just all disappeared. There we go. Look at that. Hit all of them once. Nice. Oh, and then we immediately get one of these. Let's try to... That worked. Oh, well. Never mind, we didn't even need to do it anyways. I love, like, waiting here and trying to, like, being very, strategical about hitting enemies, and then they just do that. And just drop it. Oh, well, there goes all the enemies. Oh, and again. And again. Well, I'm trying to hit the enemy behind you, but you're not helping me out here. There we go. There we go. I was waiting for that. Is he gonna charge? Come on. I don't know if that counted. Not like it matters, because we just got 8,000 points. I don't think... It doesn't look like anything changed. Nope. It just now has this... It has a withdrawal line with all the other things added to it. Which, I mean, that's not too worrisome. Let's see. There you go. I wanted to try to make sure that one got eliminated first. Ooh, there we go. Maybe got another power up. Oh, jeez. I love how it just goes through all of them and they just all disappear. Oh, wait. There you go. I was worried there for a few seconds, but... throw that, I guess, and... Oh, never mind. I love how the second they spawn and they just disappear. I love doing that where I can kind of just like very slowly walk forward and they just all go around. Oh, hold on. I gotta hit that. Yeah, nope. I love how it even gave me one of the red things. We don't even need it. Alright, now we do. I mean, yeah, we're at 30 seconds left and we're already at like 10,000. Oh, let's... Oh, no, never mind. We can just... Jeez Louise. These poor enemies have, like, no chance. And boom. Look at that. How many... How many... Oh, only 13,000 points. Sure. Oh, look at this. This one adds the shield back. Is it like a boss maybe this time? Limit tests are limited, time-limited tests in which the remaining test progress will continually tick down, with the challenge ending once the test progress hits 0. Use the turns to defeat slimes, receiving test time rewards and increasing your test progress. After the test begins, the test difficulty will increase at intervals, which will increase both the rate at which test progress declines and the score multiplier for defeating slimes. So we just go until we're done? Like, is that what happens? I hope not. Yeah, the ice doesn't help me. This, however, does help me, so thank you for that. Ice, which I assume, yeah, goes to this one. And ice again. There we go, I'll allow that. And boom. Look at that. Blast them all. And then... Oh wow, it defeated all of them immediately. Get the ice one, defeat them all. Yeah, I'm not quite too sure when this ends. I really hope it doesn't go until infinity, because that'll be kind of annoying. At that point, I might have to like end the challenge myself, because I don't know if I want to be playing this all day. Alright, oh my gosh. Like, once again, it's not even terribly difficult, it's just kind of... just really the same thing over and over. Like, obviously it's not, you know, hard enough to, like, worry about me losing, it's just obviously I need to focus up a little bit. Oh, okay, that did not work as well as I thought it would. Doesn't matter, though. Like that, maybe? Yeah. I'm trying to blast it away, not towards everything. Can we get a chart shot? Chart shot? There we go. I was waiting for that, and it like wasn't occurring. Nope, that's not good. Yeah, like, see, we were so low on test progress, and now it's, like, almost immediately back up. Like, if I just kept doing this, I almost wonder if you could just, like, keep shooting into... I mean... 16,000? What's, like... What was, like, the max I needed for, like, max rewards? I gotta check this. Because, like, right here, it increased from this first one was, like, only 1,000 to 3,000 points. They increased to 4,000, so maybe the last one? Oh, yeah, there you go. You had to get 6,000 points. And we got 16. So, yeah. There's that. How long was that? Was that even, like... That was barely even 30 minutes. That is insane. Alright, well... The data indicates that this invention is a success. Thank you both. Yep, thanks. See, I told you that this would go well. With your genius in play, Fridges, this remote-controlled cannon thing was a piece of cake. I suppose. In that case, let's get cracking with the next awesome invention. And I have a great idea for one, too. What? What about an airship that can explore the skies? Isn't that the point of an airship, is to explore the sky? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Or a mega drill that can bore deep underground. I mean, that would be pretty fun. It feels like she's trying to make his life difficult on purpose. That's so mean. Those might be a bit tall of an order. I mean, you're the one who rejected the Institute's offer 3 times. I'm sure you can make stuff even they can't, right? Of course. I can only say that it'll be tricky, not a big deal. You know what? I don't want those things anymore. Flying up into the sky or delving into the earth sounds boring. It's cold up there, and it's stuffy down here. I share that same sentiment. In that case, could you make something that we'd use normally? Ooh, that's right. I love sleeping in the morning, so could you make me an automatic oven that bakes on its own? Well, now that sounds possible. Her earlier suggestions were intentionally impossible, I think. Alright, let me consider how this might be designed. Nice. I'll take that as an agreement. And if it does prove possible, you'll just have to make me breakfast in the future, eh, Fridges? What sort of request is that? In any case, you needn't worry. I'm sure such a small invention is well within my skill. I am, after all, a genius. I think that was adorable. I don't think he got it. Because, I mean, she was totally saying that, like, they would be living together and he'd have to just make her... I mean, like, I guess it's not entirely suggestion, but you know what I mean. Normally when people say stuff like that, they're not just being like, yeah, I want you to come over and, you know, commute to my house every morning to make me breakfast. Like, I think that'd be a pretty weird ask, just to be like, yo, can you, like, just drive over to my house every morning? I don't know. I think it was adorable, though. That was cool. Let's move down here. I'm just going to get all of our daily commissions out of the way, so once we're done with the Archon quest, we're, like, you know, just finished and we can stop for the day. Because, you know, obviously, like I said, once again, I'll have to end stream early, unfortunately. There's a lot of stuff going on. Schooling is still kicking my butt, and there's a lot of other things that I wanted to finish tonight.
Thank you for
And, you know, obviously to finish them, I have to have the time to do so. And I know earlier I said, like, I'll try not to make it an hour, but I say that, but honestly, I think the hour will be the max. So if we do get to a point where I feel like you know, getting off at this time would be smart, and it is an hour, then we'll do it. But obviously, I'm not gonna like try to intentionally make it exactly at like an hour. We'll just see how far we get, and if we have time, we have time to keep going. If not, then I guess we'll stop and wait for that. Alright, let's see. Where's the next one? Lost Deep in the Sea, is this it? Yes, because it's the hidden rules thing. Okay. I don't know what in the world. I just realized we don't have a map of this area. I'm gonna teleport and I'm gonna grab the statue. I could have sworn I remember us having a map, though. That's what's weird to me. Yep. Sorry about having to take a little sidetrack and essentially exploring to get the statue, but it's pretty important to get these statues. There is another statue over there for like the other area, but obviously since we're exploring this one, we just need this statue. Unless it requires us. If it were like, if we start heading over and started creeping into that area, we might get the other statue, but I'm fairly confident we don't go anywhere. I think we just stay here. I will say, though, that's really cool. I love the, like, gigantic boxes of what looks to be water. I bet you've never heard the phrase, a box of water, but... Well, okay, scratch it, I say that. But we've had a sub-detection unit? I've never seen those, I guess. I don't know. Apparently I have. World opens itself up with those noble hearts. There we go. Where... I don't know where we're at, honestly. Administrative area, the Leafy region, production zone. Definitely not that. So I think it's this administration area. Uh-oh. 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 That might be an issue. Oh, wait. Okay, that's why. It's because we were in the statue and it's not going to let us do it until we get done with the animation. Okay. That scared me for a bit. I was worried that we weren't going to be able to do it. There's going to have to be like, we have to like travel all the way out and around. Is it downward? Yeah, it's downward. Okay. Yeah, so for those who don't remember, last time we were here, I don't remember the exact specific spot, but I know we had just, we were looking for Child inside of the Fortress of Meripede. We ended up not being able to find him immediately, and are now trying to, figure out what the secret rules of the prison are.
Hey, isn't that
hold on.
over there? Huh. Is it just Paimon, or are there fewer people than usual here today?
Yeah, so we're trying to figure out the secret rules so we can figure out, what happened to Child. But in the meantime, we keep having visions of Child, and essentially his memories are welling up inside of us. So there's a lot more. Essentially, there's just a lot of secrets in here that we don't know yet.
Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work. Seems you're getting into the swing of things around here.
We're getting by. My goal is to become the next Duke. I ain't saying that, but we are getting by.
Impressive. Very impressive.
So, now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
If that's what you want to know, I guess you couldn't have come at a better time.
Huh? What do you mean it's a good time?
Might be related to why there's so many people not here
You
today.
Need and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone. I wouldn't want them listening in without paying up.
Oh, scratch that. Never mind.
We get it. Just tell us already.
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something.
More terrible. Like what?
I'm sure there's something completely awful near there.
A group of cannibals.
Cannibals? In the Fortress of Meripede?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor has it they might be connected to the people that have disappeared here.
Oh, jeez.
But what's even scarier is that they have a special proclivity. Since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
What?
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms. So that's what's going on here. Oh, Paimon's stomach doesn't feel so good.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. There's still a chance that what we saw isn't connected to cannibals.
You two look pretty skeptical. No matter. Learning the truth behind dark secrets isn't necessarily a good thing.
Yeah,
I've
true.
got things to do too. I suggest you just act like I never told you anything.
Oh, yeah, let me just act like you never told me there was cannibals in the Fortress of Meripede. Yeah, my bad.
Can we
Hold
just
on.
trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh entombed here for all eternity.
Yeah, well, Stink Paimon, we're continuing on. Even if it's true, do you really think cannibals could take me in a fight? Another valid point.
Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh. You know, Paimon does feel a little better about it now.
Well, I'm glad you trusted me in the first place, jeez. Alright then, just like before, let's get ready to investigate another hidden rule.
When will all the secrets end?
At some point, probably, maybe, probably not. Bring me curiosity, you and Paimon eat lunch and head out to find the secret something. I don't know. Once again, it completely cuts it off way too fast.
Vidok isn't here. But the guys who went to work in the morning are back. Let's go ask them.
Well, this'll be fun. Get some more information.
Just stay away from me.
What did I do? I didn't do anything to you.
What are you saying? You shouldn't go around saying stuff like that.
Oh, what? We were asking about the cannibals? Obviously, some people are scared of them. Jeez.
What are you talking about?
Listen, you should keep your nose out of other people's business.
We are literally aren't accusing anyone, though.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us.
Yeah, even though we literally didn't even do anything. These people are just mean. It's pretty obvious that they're hiding something. Could they be connected to the cannibals?
But if they're being so obvious about acting weirdly, do you think they might just be trying to lure us in? Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon.
A good observation, Paimon. Nice. Let's approach it from a different angle. We'll probably never get anything out of these guys.
So you mean we still need to investigate some more? Okay, if you say so.
Ask the guard at the dormitories? Very interesting person to be asking, but sure. Teleport up top so it makes it easier on ourselves. Out of everyone, why the guards? Or not why the guards. Why the guard at like the dormitory instead of like other places?
Hello, Fielding.
What do you want? Criminals like you ought to be working right now. Catch my drift.
I just want to ask you a simple question.
Honestly, that was just mean,
Have
dude.
you ever
Calm
discovered
down.
anything odd during your nighttime patrols?
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night isn't your concern. All you need to
Bro,
worry about is getting enough sleep.
literally just answer my question.
Well,
You see, sometimes we hear strange noises at night.
right. We've heard it happens a few times every month. Paimon has sensitive ears, so it makes it hard to sleep.
Really?
Nice, Paimon.
I see.
Nice one.
But it's not like I'm on duty every night. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe cleaning days. Lots of us don't willingly take those shifts.
On pipe cleaning days.
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning days?
And they just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month. And it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You
Oh?
can try to confirm the sounds tonight
Really?
if you want. And if they're real, then I can report the issue to my superiors for you.
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep both ears out tonight.
Interesting.
If that's all, then I'll
Interesting.
be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though. Even if I'm not on duty tonight, someone will still be watching you.
Don't worry, we don't want any time added to our sentences.
Yeah, we won't do anything. Alright, let's do something.
He left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned?
Those might be the days when the cannibals are active, but it might also be nothing, just the pipes being cleaned.
Right. Both are a possibility. But Fielding did say that tonight is a cleaning night.
No reason not to find out the truth for ourselves. Which is exactly what I was thinking, so I mean,
I knew you would say that. Alright, sounds like we'll be up all night tonight then. Paimon just hopes the guards don't catch us.
I mean, even if they do and we get in more trouble, it's not like we don't have a way out of prison. Just saying. Alba says return to dormitory and rest, even though we're literally about to wake up in like 2 hours probably. Which is tough, but that happens.
Oh, I'm so tired. But we can't sleep yet. They'll be cleaning the pipes tonight, so it's the perfect chance for us to investigate.
You would be correct. Good job. We just need to wait until everyone else has fallen asleep. If we miss our chance tonight, it'll be a while before we get another opportunity.
Whatever. Be sure to wake Paimon if she dozes off. Paimon's worried something might happen if you go alone. Huh? Traveler,
Uh-oh.
did you fall asleep already?
Lumina's out. That is impressive. Oh, well. It looks like we're having another child vision. That's great. What's child thinking about? Oh. I say, surely he's not hiding behind the box. He's pretty good at what he does, honestly. No? Well, look at that. Something is calling me. I have to go. Oh boy.
Traveler, come on, wake up!
Yeah, go figure we have another vision. I saw Child again in my dreams.
Oh, it looks like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time?
Oh boy, him. Investigating the pipes tonight is my right call. Child escaped via the pipes.
Really? So we're finally starting to figure out what actually happened. But what about the cannibals? How do you explain them?
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
Okay, well, it's about time for us to get moving. Just be careful to avoid the patrolling guards.
Yeah. It's not like we won't. Alright, well, time to go. Go to where the rumored pipes are. Isn't this another, like, sneaking sequence? I'm fairly confident you have to, like, do the whole sneaking thing.
Careful. We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us.
Yep, there it is. I was right. Seems like go down. Are they gonna leave? Okay, I think we have to go behind. I don't see any other option. Well, I wasn't entirely wrong. It's just weird because we're making an awful lot of noise and I keep climbing. Stop it. Alright, keep going. Where's the next person? Oh, wait. Oh, we're already here? I think we're already here.
This should be the place.
Okay, that was somehow way too easy, but alright. Ooh, and there's a teleport point over here. Look at that.
What? I know you. You were the ones we saw.
You've got
You would be
guts
correct.
showing up here. You know who we are, right?
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
Sure. Enough of the theatrics.
What'd you say?
You heard me. All those rumors about cannibals and hidden rules were started by you, weren't they?
Yeah. So what if they were? If you push us, we can make those rumors a reality at any time.
I bet you can.
Hey, what's the point of all those rumors anyway? What exactly are you trying to do?
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dormitories and act like you never saw anything, then I'll pretend that you never showed up here.
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here.
Why are you being, like, so rude? There's something calling me. I have to go.
Huh?
Ooh,
What did you say?
that got him.
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Hey, do you know our boss?
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Yeah, Child Tartaglia, one of the Sneznayas. I thought it'd be like Sneznian or something, but I guess not. One of Sneznaya's Fatui Harbingers.
Oh, we had no idea our boss was such a big deal. He always kept his identity a secret. So, did he have you come here to find us?
No,
So your child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
apparently not. Which doesn't really surprise me, but it's fine. I'm a friend of his. We came to learn what happened to him.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you those exact same words after that... All right. I guess that's proof enough for me. I believe you.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Those dreams of yours sure come in handy.
Apparently.
We gave him the business for a while, and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the fortress of Maripede.
So yeah, I bet that worked out really
But here
well.
in the fortress, the strong will always earn respect. He was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the pancreation ring. You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided to follow him.
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again. And as his crew, if the boss wants something, and it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work, and used the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule. We just wanted to
Fair
give him a
enough.
better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh.
They're pretty good,
Thanks to
actually.
your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard.
Yeah, so they're pretty good at what they do.
It's easy to exploit people's fear of the unknown.
D-
But hasn't child already escaped? So
Don't-
why are you all still coming here after pipe cleaning day?
Don't learn from them, Paimon, please.
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit.
Uh-oh.
It should be a dead end. It leads to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But
Well, apparently
Boss
he
still
did.
insisted on going in. It's like he was obsessed about it. So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone.
I mean, that's
And that if he
fair
wanted
enough,
to come
yeah.
back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole thing up.
So you come and
They're
wait here
good.
through the night a few times a month just because of that promise?
Child has some
Yeah.
good friends in prison,
It's
honestly.
been so long now. We already know in our hearts that he must have managed to escape somehow.
Is it also possible that something unfortunate happened to him?
Good point.
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down. It's one thing we know for sure.
That's a lot of confidence.
Paimon was just brainstorming possibilities.
Can you take us there? We want to go to the spot where he left.
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
Well, hey, as long as you're taking me there, I don't really care where we go.
Phew.
I mean, not only that, they're not going to be able to defeat me anyways, but real fast. Is there... Scratch that? Do we have to...
Huh?
That leads back. Where in the world are we? So maybe there's like a path and it leads up? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, honestly. I don't know any other way.
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time.
Well, that's
Later,
good.
we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
Do you think Child
I said
got
Child
trapped
probably
by
could
the
have.
water?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
He probably did make it out fine. I know a good diver.
Really? Then have him come investigate. Pronto. Just be sure to tell us if you get any news about Boss.
It's getting late. We should leave before the guards come this way.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what happened to Child here. Let's get going.
Yeah, we definitely found out more than we really needed to. That was amazing. Especially from just one singular night. And now we sleep and act like today never happened.
We finally learned some key information. Seems all of our investigative work has finally started to pay off. When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right?
I mean, that's who I was
Yes,
thinking.
Linny, he'll definitely have Fremine help us.
Well, I mean, yeah, considering they both wanted it where Child went,
Why
so
is
that's
Child
good.
like this? What was he doing going into the pipes? Not making our jobs easier, that's for sure.
This is also true.
Fortunately, though, it seems like it's only a matter of time now before we find out what really happened. Now that we can finally relax, Paimon's starting to feel super sleepy. Let's try to get some rest while we still can. Nighty-night, traveler!
Oh boy. Oh, pfft. Oh, well, okay. Well, alright, guys,
Morning
end of stream.
already?
I'm kidding.
Paimon still needs more sleep.
Let's use some coupons to skip our shift this morning. Let's take the morning off. Which, yeah.
Wait, look
real.
over there.
Lenny's car. Yeah.
Lenny's cards!
Of course it is. Oh, sorry. You're right. It's been a while since we've contacted him.
Let's see what's written on it. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day off today, which makes it the perfect time to do some investigating.
Nice.
It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Let's meet at our usual spot in the factory area before lunchtime. I have new information.
Oh.
Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off.
I really have to admit, I feel like
From the sound of it,
From
Lenny's
Risley
been
is,
making
like,
progress with
way
his
too nice.
investigation. Wonder what he's discovered. We still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk with the people here for a bit more before we go.
I mean, genuinely, it's just impressive. A lot of, like, prison wardens will make sure that, like, life is, like, the worst thing possible for these people, and Risley's over here like, yeah, everyone has the day off this month. Like, what? Like, you just get a day off every month to just not do anything? It's, like, just insane to hear that. And then again, Risley's actually a really good dude. He knows how, like, he can be bad and be a bad person, but he's normally not.
Oh, over there. Let's go listen in.
And you'll know what I mean later, because you get to see him a lot more in a bit.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Hey, who are you two? You guys didn't see us approach?
Sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
Whoops. Oh?
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
We don't mind extroverts that much. That's a real answer, honestly. Thanks, you guys are really nice.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right?
Well, what kind of info you got?
Just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
Oh, jeez. Paimon, be quiet.
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it was just a little mistake. Jeez Louise.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime. Unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
Good point, yeah. What group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So,
Fair enough.
you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
Oh, jeez.
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along.
He's
Wouldn't you like
right.
to know all that?
He is indeed correct about that. That is very smart and very good information to have. Sure, fill us in. Oh my Archon, I'd love to know. Please tell me.
Whoa.
Fair
all
enough.
This info's worth something, you know?
Darn it.
You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
We ate the most incredible welfare meal today. What, does he make them?
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Oh, jeez.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals.
There it
I've
is.
been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
Paimon
You are correct. I am a true professional.
loves
In fact, I
buttering
even went to
people up.
culinary
She's
school.
really good at that,
Not
apparently.
enough about that. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes.
I guess.
Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Oh? Huh? Did Laverine just wink at me? It seems he's saying, don't be upset, he's a good fellow. I mean, I don't care, we're getting info right now.
The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them.
Yeah.
You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Fair enough. That's actually a
Those
real
who
way
have
to
the
live.
Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks, even better treatment in the infirmary.
Wait, what?
I
That's
know
pretty
who you
messed
mean.
up.
It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me,
Really?
he's just faking it to get out of work.
Someone
But
goes
did
in
you
and out every
know
day.
That Churia was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here. There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Maripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Yeah, that's also true. Interesting. According to Cousteau, a person named Jurier frequents the infirmary. I should take note of that. That is kind of
Speaking
weird.
Which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow.
Jeez
I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary.
Jeez Louise.
Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
I'm sorry, that is just too funny. Him just like, he was just so surprised. He's like, he hit a woman? like the tone of his voice was just so just mind blown.
Wait a second. You don't think?
I say, there's two people, they quote unquote fight, and they're both going to the infirmary every single day.
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates?
There you go.
But it's really hard to imagine.
True though, if they did fight really as bad as they
After
said,
all,
that'd be pretty
I
crazy.
do remember seeing Lorvine beat Juria to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
It would be kind of funny though. So Juria had a confrontation with a girl named Lorvine, who also frequently visits the infirmary. I'll remember that too. I love the head nod. Like, yep, there you go. Lock that info away. And by locked it away, it means I'm gonna have to hope and pray that the game remembers, because I won't. I can barely even remember what the guys' names were that we just talked to. I'm that bad.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
Yeah, eavesdropping, that's totally okay. And acceptable behavior.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better.
Oh,
Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
that's awful.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
Dude,
What
what?
kind of filthy bilgewater you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that.
Yeah, that's like awful.
Listen,
Why would you say
things
that?
ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Jeez.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld.
They're also unhappy with each other.
Speaking of
Goodness.
which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
Probably, considering, why would you refer to the overworld and underworld if you don't really think about the underworld?
That's true.
Duh. Alright, and who's the last person we're gonna listen or talk to? So as a toss-up, are we gonna be listening to people, or are we gonna actually be talking to people? Because it seems like we do a nice, great mixture of eavesdropping and actually talking. Well, geez,
Hey, you over there.
Oh, okay, who are you? Who, me? Yeah, literally.
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
Even people down here play that game?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Hey, come on.
I don't know how in the world
What's
you're
wrong
down
with
here.
Finding fellow Invocation aficionados. Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No thanks, we're busy with other things at the moment.
All right. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
This is true.
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes.
Huh.
There are lots of
Fair
card
enough.
players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
Would you mind chatting with us for a moment?
Sure.
Let's squeeze some info out of you.
Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
Once again, she's amazing at buttering people up.
By now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
What about any secret rules? That won't make him upset.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Way too many.
And
Why?
did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
Which corner? You mean Castat and Louverine?
Yes, you've already met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I've never seen anyone with more time on their hands.
This is true. It is
I heard that
impressive.
they used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here. You know how bartenders are, always chatting with customers. And chefs love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
I don't know about that one, but okay.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing.
Yeah, come on, what do you got?
Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
No?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
I mean, that would
That's
explain
right.
a lot,
The Duke
actually,
was an
but...
inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime.
What? Some
Who
crime.
knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that.
You know, with Risley, I see it going from, like, destroying a nation to him literally stealing a pack of gum. Risley is just such a funny character like that. I can see both
Forbidden
occurrences.
Zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time.
Ooh.
You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure it's somewhere in our
We've talked
back
to just about
pockets.
everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Because for some reason our back pockets can hold, like, over 1,000 of, like, any item. And I say back pockets considering we literally don't have any backpack or anything. We just happen to be holding on to everything somehow.
Go!
Also, like, 30 different swords, but, you know, besides the point. Where? But I thought I was in here. They said productions. Oh, we have to go up a level. That's why. That makes a bit more sense. Well, this is fun. just simply traveling up an elevator. And they're... Oh, right over there. Awesome.
Phew.
What does he do? What? Lenny, what are you doing?
Huh?
I love his eyes like getting slightly bigger, being like, "Well, what?"
That look in your eyes. You found something?
A little something, yeah.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Yeah.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
You summarize your findings as Lenny, which is a lot.
I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all.
True.
I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts.
I mean, it's not like we didn't
Father
know
told
that.
me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
The most important thing right now is to catch up with him. True.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Cough, cough, nudge,
Well,
nudge, wink,
when you
wink.
put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Please do. We're counting on you.
It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain.
Cue
Honestly,
musical.
I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
So has, like, everything else for some reason.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
That is
We've been working
pretty
together
impressive.
for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
Oh, yeah, only 9 days? Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can
Here
just
it
sit
is.
back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
Alright, fair enough.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se.
I don't know if I'd ask
but I
that,
think
but-
you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you.
Yeah, that is
Investigate the
fair
internal
enough.
structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Sounds good. I'll give it my best shot. And did you only say that because
No,
I'm...
when
oh,
it comes to intelligence
an amateur,
gathering,
sorry.
I'd
There you
never
go.
consider you to be an amateur. Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit.
I didn't mean to click it
I'll
that
believe
fast. My bad.
anything as long as it comes from you. So, please prove your prowess to me once again.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now, then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
Well, time to do 9 days of work. After doing some prep work with Paimon, you begin slowly approaching the infirmary under the guise of meeting, I don't know, like getting your way in, I think.
Hey, stay here for now Now, Paimon will take a peek.
Considering she doesn't have any footsteps.
There seem to be several people inside.
Let's try to eavesdrop on them first. You and Paimon hide in a corner, try your best to eavesdrop on the people inside the infirmary. Several people appear to be engaged in conversation, only manage to catch bits and pieces of what they're talking about.
It's not impossible.
I love when you can kind of hear bits and pieces. It's kind of funny, actually.
It's hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
Okay, let's just barge right in. Long deep breath for inhaling a large amount of vapor from a spell-smelling potion from the bottom. Call probably these potions result failed attempt at alchemy once per Paimon in some part of the journey. Time to give it a whip, hand the potion back to Paimon, so it away. Yeah, that was... I can barely read these. Gosh. If I can't even read them, I can't say them.
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
I thought she was talking to us. I was like,
A stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do.
Paimon's a good actor, though. It's kind of funny.
Fingers and pale complexion. Could it be poison?
You know what's sad is I could see someone poisoning us.
Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here.
I mean, if you say so. My stomach really hurts.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, Traveler.
I won't make it. I won't make it.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
And she finds it literally like nothing's wrong with me. Taking a few insurance, we're going to do a checkup. I hope not healthy, that she doesn't suspect something. I don't know.
I see now.
Once again, it was too fast.
My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. But... I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
There you go. Now I had time to stop it. Cinnamon uses her hand to palpate different areas on my abdomen. Seems she's using a bunch of energy too. Her expression's going more and more relaxed.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either.
What?
Does it hurt when I press here?
I'm sorry, what? She can use elemental energy to detect if I have damaged organs? Talk about specialization in the elements. I mean, goodness, that is insane.
And here?
Oof, that hurts a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, how strange.
Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top? No. No, in fact, it was probably bad. I don't know.
What about here? Does this hurt?
No, not really. Can barely feel it.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is.
Uh-oh.
I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all.
Oh.
Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up.
Did she believe us then?
Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like that.
I feel this infiltration mission going more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there are only 2 people left in the room. Seawind just called that woman Lurvine, so she has to be one of... Oh, hold on.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Well, I was trying to stop it when I realized I couldn't read it all, but then it just kept going. Still not great. I can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. That guy also seems to have noticed, so he's looking into my... Now he's looking in my direction, too.
Her stomach aches really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
Oh, yeah. Let's not push it too far, but...
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Yeah, that's also a fair point.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sishuing take care of the sick and injured.
This will be fun.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Yeah, you sound sick.
Also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her...
Jeez.
You could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, what?
Don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
Jeez Louise, you guys have a patient. Calm down. These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship. Oh, hold on. There we go. Relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. Yeah. They definitely aren't friendly with each other. But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it right now. There also aren't that many furnishings on the wall. Huh? Wait, there seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there.
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
I mean, geez Louise. They're fighting over literally nothing.
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
The presence of a movable hatch is strained by itself. Sorry, was waiting for it to stop and also moving my chair. Did not realize it was going to do that. But perhaps it's my adventurer's intuition speaking, but isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? Is it hiding something?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
Okay, well, that's a fun,
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
Okay, they seem to have a wonderful relationship.
Just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
Jeez Louise.
You really can't stand him, huh?
The amount of, like, tension between them is ridiculous.
You blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him.
If you say so.
I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sishuin should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Thank you for looking after me.
No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Well, I'm not moved,
Thank you
so
for getting
yes.
the medicine, Miss Sishuin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around.
Lorvine's literally standing.
2 days worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
To take the stomachache pill that Sijuin gave you. Sorry, gave you, not give. What?
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Did they talk about that before we walked in? Why don't I remember?
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
I almost wonder if that was a code word. Uh-oh.
All right.
That doesn't sound good.
Now. I hope you feel better soon too.
That was such a, like, weird question. Why would you ask someone what color of pill they're taking? Like, wouldn't you know as a doctor? That's weird to me. I don't think a doctor should have to ask for their patient's help in figuring out what medicine they should have.
You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double check a few details, if that's all right with you.
I mean,
Those two made quite
shoot,
the
I guess.
just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. Alright then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds?
That was awfully fast, but alright.
Well, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods. And don't stay up too late at night. Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
Sijun's still looking at me. I should try to take a nap like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
You moved yourself to a regular patient's bed, relax completely, awareness from winter and intel gathering you've all been holding back. Can, however, catch some hints of Paimon's conversation with Siegewing.
We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong.
Well, thanks for the compliment, Paimon.
So you're the best of companions. But don't worry, she'll recover soon.
Companion. That word brings forth a wave of comfort. You let yourself relax and fall into a restful sleep. Ah, you're finally awake.
You slept for a really long time.
Sorry, wrong game. I feel a lot better, thank you both. This is such a weird dynamic where it's just Siegewing and it's just Paimon basically both like the same height.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world.
Mostly because Paimon's floating, but different issue.
And don't forget, bland foods. Thank you, Miss Siegewing.
Didn't she say rest for a couple of days? That's been like, maybe like a couple of hours. Okay, I guess. Awfully suspicious, but whatever. Alright, where... Oh. I thought there was a hole underneath here, and I was expecting I was have to climb it all the way back up. That was about to have to be a fun conversation. Well, then again, I guess we could just teleport, so I guess it wouldn't be terrible. It just wouldn't be as fun as just getting it over with.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death.
Did I say anything I shouldn't have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Tyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Paimon talked with Siegewing the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Oh no, we found something. Are we really off track though? There are still a few weird things about the place. That movable hatch on the ground, as well as the question Siegewing asked Lurvine. And also, were they really talking about their meds before we walked in? Oh, and was Lurvine and Jurier's argument genuine, or were they putting on a show? Paimon, hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to get the info to Linny.
Well, we have things that we're all good at, and that's not one of them for you. Work at the station as normal. During your shifts, find opportunities to write keywords relating to your suspicions on a piece of paper. See, so now that one was ridiculously long. It's either too short and too long. Manages to pass up to busy Lynette as she happens to pass by. disguise is impeccable, and she doesn't even look at you or change her expression as she pockets the info. They weren't even close enough to pass stuff. What? And finally, the promised ninth day arrives. Yeah, that is weird, considering they literally didn't even really pass each other.
Let's go meet up with Lenny.
They just kind of walked by each other. And I'm glad it teleported us to the area we need to be at, because that makes my life tons easier. I love how we had to, like, confirm that we're all good. It's really good.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
Well, besides the first, infirmary thing, but...
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Smart.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary.
Yeah, but see, now she could probably try to find it.
Even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person.
Smart.
It also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
Well, that's good, nice of her.
That's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Yeah, and I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties.
Yeah, but
You've mentioned
let's not
before
think
that
about
you've had
that.
some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well,
Perhaps.
we could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future too.
I love how we're just like, you're a Fatui dard,
Since
whatever.
I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well,
Fair
so
enough.
this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh yeah, we heard about that too.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
This is true.
Then let's head over right away.
I feel like it's one of those things, if you have like, and I'm not saying everyone obviously when it comes to siblings, but if you have a good relationship with your siblings, you tend to be very overprotective if you're the older one. At least I know that I'm like that. There are definitely times where it's like I feel like I'm
Lynette should be here right now.
not like fully stepping into the parent role, but I definitely have stepped into that role of like, I'm definitely going to protect you if I can.
Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found a lead and left to follow it?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know.
That's not good then.
Let's
Unless...
see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Oh gosh, we can only hope. So you can tell that Linny was a bit anxious there, which is never a good sign.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records.
Well, this is an infirmary.
Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These sure are some interesting
Yeah,
books.
what?
Who knew Sijuin would be interested in these kinds of things?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Fair enough. That's a good question,
Seems
honestly.
quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Alright, next stop over here.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
Really?
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Yeah, sure, because it doesn't look to have anybody in it either.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
But this bed is still unmade.
Which means, either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Uh-oh. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Yeah, I think we noticed that. Yep. You could tell Lenny's getting very anxious. Which honestly, I'm the same way. Is it? Oh, you have to actually go around the box, that's why.
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Maybe it's not supposed to? Lenny gets down to the movable hatch, starts tapping at several different points, something.
From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
That's not good. At all.
Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Look at Lenny's face. He's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic. He's probably saying that subconsciously more for himself than anything else. That's kind of what I was about to say, too. He's more saying it to calm himself.
You guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper?
Uh-oh.
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it, too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
Uh-oh.
This is...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now.
Let's see, can you tell us what happened?
Do you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
Oh, no. That's not good.
No. Could she have... Is she already...
Uh-oh.
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Oh, no.
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our choosing to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning.
So maybe we're getting close to something?
You were not in the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why did he only go after Lynette? Why didn't he go after you as well?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her?
That's what we just asked.
Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
And by the way, for those who might not have remembered or don't really know, when Lenny says last time, he mentions the, I'm trying to think how to describe it. When they were younger, his younger sister, essentially Lynette, obviously, got kidnapped by a bunch of people, and obviously there was nothing he could really do as a young kid, so... They did, it's just, yeah.
Wait.
They didn't treat his sister best, unfortunately, and now he's worried.
But that means...
Oh no. Lenny?
The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds, could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
Oh no.
What does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
I get it now. He might have closed it or something. He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it.
Oh, that's messed up.
We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Lenny, calm down. Yeah,
Don't
for
be
absolute
like
certain.
this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I don't think
Simply
there's
cannot
anything we
allow
can do.
Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Yep. I was waiting for that, for him to run off. Uh-oh. Where was she at the whole time? How was she hiding in there? What?
Right. I feel like we still have
Oh, there we go.
some
Here we
to
go.
make changes on these details.
Finally get to hear what they said.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
What?
Is someone?
How did they know that?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking.
How in the world? She's impressive.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
What? Siege Wing?
Little one, there's no need to panic.
What?
Take a deep breath before you begin.
I'm sorry, what? That was some...
Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
I'm sorry, I can get over the fact of what... what in the world? Oh my gosh. Okay, that was fun. Alright, where'd he go? It says he's right here, but I wish anything he jumped down, and he's going straight for...
He's already out of sight! How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office!
And I think, because if I'm truthfully honest, let me check something real fast, but... I mean, we do have 15 minutes, I guess we'll see, but this next part might honestly be the last thing. We'll see how it ends, but give me like 3 seconds while I go do something. I gotta... There, yeah, just don't worry about it. Alright, apologies for not actually putting up the be right back sign. That is completely my fault. I mean, I would... Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go. Now we're all situated and all good. Let's continue onward. But like I said, I don't think it's going to be too much longer, because we're getting pretty close to the end of time anyway, so... We'll do this, and we'll see where this goes, and see how far we go. Never would have guessed he charged right in.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
Oh,
What
jeez.
did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle.
I love how he's just
Miss
avoiding
Lynette
the
would
question.
Sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No. He's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive.
Well, we hope
You
so.
knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start. So you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine,
Was that right or wrong?
you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed
Alrighty
our
then.
original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not.
What?
What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
What do you mean? What?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea.
Okay.
Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So, where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean... You locked him outside in the sea?
Oh
I
my.
closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
Why would
Dude,
I do
please
this,
don't.
You may be asking. To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So...
That's
you've been
nasty.
keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Risley is...
Some of my
Ooh.
folks just happen to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening.
A parents'
I've
evening?
heard that the bonds between the members
What?
of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a Harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this
What
the
in the
extent of your
world?
master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for
Jeez
is a
Louise.
face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr.
You're
Louis,
willing to tell her?
you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
What are you gonna do?
Lenny!
Why do you have to do this?
Instead
Real
of asking
question.
why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
No way he's counting down. That's messed
2,
up.
1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Lenny.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Please wait, can we really not talk some more about this?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Lenny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Please spare Fremenet and Lynette. Basically, I want to say Fremenet and Lynette. Same conversation thing.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone...
No.
What is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
That ain't good. I can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without any rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you'll find a strange portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. It's a good thing we've already run a thorough investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I can piece everything together. Regarding the hidden rule, what's the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row? What happens if you violate the production zone's hidden rule? Break the hidden rule of the production zone, your well-fed meal might contain some strange meat. Who will seat it if you keep working continuously?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time?
Next one.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons would spend them on Fonta.
I don't think that's right.
We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. Seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
Well, observing the workers, prisoners at work near the production zone. Who will see it if you keep working? I feel like if this is wrong, then I don't know what else to pick, because under what circumstances does the strange meat appear? Under what circumstances? I'm gonna keep continuing. So we'll see what this one is.
Internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fonta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it.
Okay, that doesn't sound right. Continuing.
The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appear rather strange and alien to humans.
That doesn't sound right.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well.
I mean, if I'm correct, these three all seem to come from the same one, and then these three come from the same one. And I don't think this book is the one we're looking for, because it's talking about the Melusine people and being able to see things. I think it's the hour before.
The infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sigewinne be doing during that time?
I would say it's this one, because I don't know what else. The Fonta promoter saying it's dumb. That doesn't make any sense. There's like nothing connecting it. What was the next one? It's like Fonta something?
Fonta's internal reports suggest that
new trial of
an unnamed and
unnamed and the new product thing, which once again that doesn't sound right because there's nothing talking about Fonta. This is talking about the Melusine people and being able to read emotions.
The Melusine race perceives the world very
different aesthetics, appears strange and alien. And this is the Pancration. I think it's this one.
I've been told that the infirmary is
half hour before lunch. Why does the strange meat appear the way it does? Well, once again, if these three are connected, the Fonta ones and then the Pancration ring, I'm gonna assume it's the Melusine race perceives the world differently. So I'm gonna assume it's this one. Oh, look at that! Heck yeah, love to see it.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone.
Oh no.
People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare.
Where did she pull these out of?
At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sigewinne, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sigewinne visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sigewinne has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien.
So it looks super weird and gross because she doesn't understand.
Special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out.
I think anyone would, unfortunately.
Not bad. You've uncovered Sigewinne's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged.
I love how he's essentially taking care of her. That's adorable.
There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
Yep, here's the next one. Hidden rules of the Pancration ring. I remember, if someone tries to support both boxers at the same time, they'll receive a package the next morning which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. We've also done a lot of research on this matter. Let me sift through what I found and come up with the correct answer. There's also some hidden rule in the Pancration ring, including one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that? So the first one. What happens if you violate the Pancration Ring's hidden rule? If you violate the hidden rules of the Pancration Ring, you receive a bag containing a strange blood-colored fluid. Alright, who sent the package containing the strange blood-colored fluid? So we don't have to worry about the Melazine stuff anymore, and talking about Siege Wings. So we have the option of 3 right here.
Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fonta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it.
I mean, you did say packaged product. Let's get back to that.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons would spend them on Fonta.
Alright, and the next one? The next one?
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well.
Alright, so we have all 3. They want an investment. So that might be maybe a Y? Well, if they're supporting the ring, and you support both fighters, you're losing money, meaning they're gaining money. So is it a package to test it out because you gave them money?
Fonta's internal
Maybe?
report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product.
I mean, it says unpackaged, and I'm going to have to go with that. Who sent it? Maybe Fonta. Why does it look the way it does?
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons.
Yeah, I might have messed that up. Actually, I think it was the real value of... Maybe it was like the real value... I don't know. We'll try this one and see which one we get right. So why does it look the way it does? Why do only those who buy tickets to support both siders receive the package?
According to Collins...
And this is because you support them and you get the money. Was any of them... None of them were right? Are you kidding? Oh, wait. Oh, what? You actually do get... It is actually one of the options of the Melazine. Alright, so who sent it?
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons.
Well, maybe it's not that one. Maybe it's this one?
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta...
I don't know what it would be. So we'll try the Pancration, I guess? Talking about Fonta, maybe? Why does it look the way it does? Maybe this one is like talking about the Melazine people. Because they see the world differently and they think it's alright. So maybe that's why? And why do those who only buy tickets support both fighters receive the package? Maybe it's talking about... Oh, hold on.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons would spend them on Fonta.
I'm feeling like it's this one, but what is the other one again?
Internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But...
Oh, let's try with the... Doesn't understand the real value of coupons. Let's see. Oh, that one was right.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged...
I think it's this one then, right? Maybe? Okay. So I was right. It was these 3. I got the wrong order, and then it started to mess with me. So that's... Okay, good.
Rule 2 now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer.
But it probably has nothing to do with them, does it?
It's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product.
No wonder they have reservations about it.
Drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making.
Yeah, like I just said.
The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale. to see how it might be received by customers.
And it wasn't received
They came
well.
to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea.
I.e. you.
Knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
Huh.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light.
It is a bit further than I was thinking, but
Although,
alright.
based on
Fair
your
enough.
description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company.
Oh.
Alright.
Oopsie.
And here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, we never even looked inside of the hatch.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley. You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question.
Oh, geez.
The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind.
Lenny, don't hit him.
You'll pay for this!
Uh-oh.
Lenny, are you alright?
What did he just get shot by?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Siegeween. That was a fantastic shot.
Yeah.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Siegeween?
What in the
This
world?
gun may look like a toy. It's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Siegeween... You...
Are you his accomplice in all this? Apparently.
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you're close with Neuvillette, why don't you learn a thing or two about virtue from him? Sheesh, that was rude.
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now.
What do you mean by
His
that?
Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Siegeween, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Oh, don't tell me he was literally just joking the whole time.
The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
I feel like he's just like pulling our leg.
Talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
Mm-hmm, how touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Jesus, basically like, be quiet, please.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Siegeween, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Miss
hello?
Clarand. My door.
I don't think anybody cares.
Fremine... Fremine...
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
What's going on? What is Clarand doing here?
Good question, honestly. I would like to know that myself. Thank you.
Sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney.
Thank you for that answer.
The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
The symptoms, it can't be.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Oh no.
What did you say?
That is not good.
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
Yeah, that is not good at all.
I'll talk to Clarand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Oh. I guess he does care about them. Alright, what... Let me see real fast. I would say we continue. But like I said, I am slightly worried about the timing of everything. So I think for now, let's turn up a little bit more. We'll try to wrap up everything and try to... Unfortunately, I know it stinks having to turn it off for this week, but like I said, I want to make sure everything gets completed. So, To the Stars Shining in the Depths, complete. To the Stars Shining in the Depths, complete. To the Stars Shining in the Depths. Thank you for that. That was a lovely description. And mail. Oh, look at that. I actually forgot, because I always forget that Dia is actually... Is it Disha? No, it's Dia. There was a character named Disha, right? Where? I'm going crazy, I swear. Recently, I accompanied Dunuzard on an adventure into the desert. Almost as soon as we got back, she was already running around organizing a birthday celebration for me. I wanted to help out, but she just told me not to worry about anything except turning up looking as good as I possibly could. So I got out my makeup box and tried to discover different popular styles of makeup with a whole series of beautiful dresses. But in the end, I just couldn't decide what look to go for. If only choosing an outfit was as simple as choosing a weapon. You know what? That is a real answer. I agree with that. Anyway, it would mean a lot to me if you came. If you're worried about trudging through the desert after having been away for so long, I'll even bring a Sumpter Beast and come pick you up. Okay, that would actually be really cool. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be awesome. And then we can check wishes. I know I was saving up for the next one, and I'm kind of glad we're gonna summon here. I think I want to summon for Nouvelette, because as much as I don't hate Hu Tao, I don't think Hu Tao is gonna cut it with damage. Obviously we don't have our relics. I understand that, but I know Nouvelette does a ton of damage, so we'll try for Nouvelette and see what happens. Yeah, I saw that one coming, honestly. Alright, so Qingshu, which, once again, I'm not really surprised, truthfully. And the rest are 3 stars, it looks like. Yep, okay. So we just got a Qingshu copy. And I do remember it is the, well, it's not the first of the month, but it's another month. So, real fast, I'm gonna go into the shop and I'm gonna purchase what I can, and then we can probably summon again. I just have to actually get everything. So give me 2 seconds while I do that. And yeah, oh yeah, we 100% have enough to summon. Here we go. Pull this back up. Hold on. Sorry, there you go. My bad, my bad. And then, yeah, let's summon and see what happens, I guess. It'd be really cool. Come on, come on. Man. My luck on this profile is about the same luck on the other one. So our 4 star is a sacrificial sword. I don't think we're going to get lucky enough to get another 4 star. It'd be amazing, but I highly doubt it. Nope. Okay. Well, that's fine. Just click this to get rid of the red dot. But yeah, hold on, I'm gonna swap to someone else. Yeah, thank you. I know, sorry, once again, I'm really sorry I have to end early. Once college ends and everything kind of settles down and I start getting into a different routine besides college, I'll try to figure out what I'm doing and try to make more schedules, make more streams and everything. It's just, for now, college is kind of, unfortunately, the top of my priority list. I say unfortunately because it's a pain, but, you know, I won't go too far into that. So yeah, thank you everyone who stopped by today. I really appreciate you watching, and for those watching back later, thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see everyone on Friday for our continuation of the Trailsblaze missions and our continuation of that story. And yeah, I hope to see everyone next time.
I really did spend a lot recently.
And here we
Only
go.
10 more are left. Still, 10 more is better than no more.
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Thank you for another. I can't even remember what I was talking about. This has been another meeting at the Gaming Roundtable, and I hope to see everyone next time. Bye for now.